up, and welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer podcast. As always, I'm Eric. He hate me 702. We got a little different of a setup today. So the man to this side of me with Mo, go ahead. I'm fucking shit up.
Yo, bro, it's Mo for show.
And down below, without the picture today, that is, go ahead, the man of the hour.
Jeremy with a G.
He is traveling right now. That's why he does not have his picture on. He is on the road.
Incognito mode.
I just can't wait to get on the road.
You may be riding dirty, so you don't want to be seen.
Exactly.
Where you traveling to?
San Diego.
Oh, nice. What part of San Diego?
San Diego. What part of San Diego?
Basically, it's Mission Beach.
I love Mission Beach.
Mission
That's
Beach.
like
Mission Beach is the first spot I went to, and yeah, it's always a classic. I got a boy in Ocean Beach too.
Oh, okay. I had a friend in San Diego, but I let them go in the divorce years ago. It's kind of funny when you get divorced, you divorce people too.
Right. It's like Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing you bring up. All the athletes we had on stage taking
Oh my
sides.
God. First of all, can we just say Kendrick Lamar Kendrick Lamar, how the fuck do you have a June 19th celebration and bring out everybody?
Oh shit! I didn't realize that was on Juneteenth.
It was on June. Yes, even Charlemagne and them on the Breakfast Club was like, he's blacker than all black rappers. He's like, because he's the only person that
He's
can pull
like
that shit
40
off
chest.
to have June 9th. And when Dr. Dre came out and said, "Psst, I see dead people," I was like, dude, what the? It was crazy. It was an amazing show. Kendrick Lamar is on top of the game right now. He is doing shit that people don't understand. I don't know how you turned a whole entire diss album into one of the hottest songs ever.
That beat is so hard. Did
That
he
beat
get
is somebody
BNT?
else's beat though. So from what I saw,
Oh, DJ
that-
Mustard sampled it.
no, that beat is a slowed down version of, I think, one of Drake's songs. Like, I'm not 100% positive. Let me look that up.
Oh shit! That's like he does the 40 chest shit.
LA provided the beat for Kendrick. This track, most likely Kendrick's fans, was in the. I saw it. See, maybe I should not be spouting off shit because I saw that shit on a video and it sounded good.
That's from Eric's facts.
Yeah, not like us.
We gotta come up
You
with
know-
a list that are Eric's lessons learned that haven't been learned.
Eric facts debunked. Just have a whole compilation.
I know just of Eric's facts that he sees. And you know what? I'm so sorry. Okay, so it says several elements of this production include the stirring violins, pianos, and bass, taking sample from Monk Higgins' 1968 cover of Ray Charles, "I Believe My Soul." That's not what I thought it was.
Did you ever see that link that I sent on Discord of where they got the Dr. Dre? Dun, dun, dun,
I'm pretty
dun,
positive I did.
ba-da-da-da-da. It was crazy. It's like some white guy from the 60s.
I'm surprised that they still come out with beats. Because, like, in my
That
mind,
one.
how are you still coming out with beats and new words to rap to? Like, all of the rap.
Well, now AI is gonna figure out all sorts of shit.
I don't even want to talk about AI. AI is fucking the game up. Completely fucking the game up. AI makes me think that what I see is not real.
Oh, I know. That's how we're gonna be moving forward.
Story time.
We might be AI for all we know.
So, real quick story time. While I was on my way on the road trip to Oregon, we saw some wild animals. Okay, we saw some deer. We saw some more deer. We saw a lot of deer. We saw one deer that jumped the road. We saw one.
Did you see Giannis?
That was on the side of the road. Yeah, it came across the road. We saw two deers that was on the side of the road. We saw some raccoons, some skunk. But when we were driving in Oregon, We're driving to Crater Lake. Now, once you get to Crater Lake, like 45 minutes to an hour out, like 45 minutes out, you lose service. Like there's no fucking service, right? I had no service. And we're driving, and me and Alyssa are talking shit because we had looked up what kind of animals are there, and the only animals that are there are black bears. So Alyssa's like, I'm like, babe, what do we do if we see a black bear? Because she's from Alaska. She's like, you just make yourself big. I'm like, babe, I'm 5'7",
Black, you fight back,
I'm like,
right?
I'm 5'7", 128 pounds. There's no way I'm making myself big. That bear will look at me like I'm a fucking twig. Like, bitch, I've seen tree branches bigger than you. She's like, well, you
Some
better
beef
get ready to
jerky
fight.
right there.
Yeah, so she's like, you better get ready to fight, right? And I'm like, so we're laughing. Within 10 minutes, we start driving, and the whole world slows down in my mind. And there is a bear, a small black bear that is like the size of a German Shepherd in height, but like 100 pounds more, that is climbing over a barricade. And I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, I'm like, is that a bear? Is that a fucking is that a bear? That's a bear climbing over a barricade. That's a fucking bear. Oh my god, that's a bear. And then the bear was like it was running from the cops. So like it hit the barricade and didn't even look both ways before it crossed the street or anything, just darted right out in front of our car. Somehow my cat-like reflexes came on and I was able to stop the car. I didn't swerve. I just stopped the car enough, hit the brakes enough, and we didn't hit the bear. We almost clipped like the back end of it. But
Were you driving?
yeah, I was driving. So
What were you? What kind of car were you driving?
Hyundai Elantra.
Oh, that would have been fucked.
Thank you. So Alyssa is like, I was so worried about the bear. She's like, oh my God, we almost clipped the bear. I'm like, fuck the bear. I was worried about the car. We have no service. We're stuck in the middle of the fucking woods. Hit a bear. She's like, yeah, what comes next is the mama bear is not far behind. I'm like, see, we just gonna fucking die. So then in the midst of it, she was trying to set up a video or something and she canceled the directions. And now I got scared. Because I just seen bear. So
I would have paid good money to be a fly on the wall to watch that.
If my Alyssa has it on, she put it on Snapchat, like my reaction, because like 10 minutes afterwards we did the reaction. But as we're driving, she cancels. I'm like, babe, where the fuck is the map at? She's like, I'm like, where's the map at? Because she had an Apple map. She's like, and this was the one time that I didn't put my map on. And she's like, I'm sorry, I fucking canceled it. And I'm like, now I'm fucking nervous because I don't know where the fuck Crater Lake is. We're like 30 minutes away from it. We have no fucking service, and there's a fucking bear I just saw. So in my mind, like I started getting mad. Like when you get mad at dumb shit, but you can't. You're just overly fucking mad. Like we're driving, and she's like, "It's not my fault." I'm like, "Really?"
Well, you breathing so fucking hard.
I'm like, "Really? Whose fault is it? Whose fucking fault is it?" She's like, we lost service anyway. I'm like, we've been driving the whole fucking time. We ain't lost fucking service. So we turned back around. And when we turned back around, because I didn't know how far we were going, we turned back around. And when we turned back around, I was going to go back to where we had service. But we saw this map, so we stopped. She went to the bathroom. I'm thinking she's absolutely stupid. In my mind, when she's going to the bathroom, a bear is going to come out and get her. Because now I just see bears all around. This is why I don't go camping. So I hate fucking camping. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this... when you hear like a housefly and it's like bzzz. Now imagine if that was like a dinosaur housefly. This fucking bug came around.
A wasp?
No, it wasn't a wasp. The housefly was like this fucking big. It was a big ass. Dude, there were so
many bugs. Or like a fucking hornet or something?
It looked like a fly. It had no stinger. It was just big. And it was so many bugs in Oregon that seemed so big at Crater Lake. So big. Like there were large ass fucking ants, and I'm exaggerating, but like when you see a big ant, you're like, damn, that's a big ant. I was like, damn, that's a goddamn big ant. That's a big motherfucking ant. Like that motherfucker is a good 6 inches long. What the fuck? That's an ant.
You sure the bear didn't distort your your depth perception?
No, because now I was alert to it. You see what I'm saying? So when you're alert,
I think you were in fucking like anxiety mode.
I was totally in anxiety mode. So when we get back on the road, we start driving and we start finding the way we're going. And then I feel like a dumbass when we get to it because there's this big ass sign that says make a left turn here. Like we were literally like 10 minutes away from where we were supposed to go. So yeah, but when you see something like that and in your mind now you're like, yeah. So after that, Crater Lake was gorgeous. I wasn't worried about the bears anymore after that. I was still on the lookout for them, but I wasn't as worried. But yeah, in my mind, as soon as we saw that bear and we had no signal, I was like, we're going to get lost. We're going to make a wrong turn. I'm going to be barefoot. So that's my story time Alyssa does have a whole bunch of TikToks and up on Facebook, so we shared them on our Facebook. If you want to go see them, they're there. But yeah, that's my story time. It was a seeing that bear scared the living shit out of me. It was not fun. Okay, so let's get into sports. That's what y'all came here for. Figured that'd be a little good story because I know
Hey,
one.
Chicago Bears, you were like
I'm
Justin Fields out there.
not. Now if it was a
Oh wait, never
Chicago.
mind. He's gone.
And you know what? I need to say something to all the stupid ass people out there. There was a trend going around that said, "Would you be more scared if you saw a man in the woods or a bear?" And for any dumbass person that said a fucking man, all of y'all need to be shot, taken out back, shot in the fucking head, and just.
What if that man is Chuck Norris?
I don't give a fuck if that man is the Rock, buddy. This bear was the size of a German Shepherd. And it did not give a fuck about my car. Like, it didn't care. It was like, oh, well, fuck you. So, you know what that means in my head? That means either A, it knows these cars are going to stop, or B, it's been hit by a car and it doesn't give a fuck.
It says, "Oh, if you ain't got a fucking Dodge Ram, I'm
I'm
going
not
for
giving.
it."
What you got? You got a fucking on. You the Black Messiah. Wipe it up. When you put your hands on girls in self-defense. Fuck you, Anthony.
Anthony, an infant is bigger than her.
All right, so we're going to talk about some UFC 303. All right. The main fight is Alex Pereira against who's the guy again? What's his face?
Yuri Prohaska?
Didn't he already beat him?
Yeah, he already beat him.
And he beat his ass, right?
Yeah.
So why are they fighting
Yeah.
again?
What's his name? Pereira stepping in because someone else was injured, so he's saving the day for the UFC.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Normally, it's not the champ that steps in. It's normally somebody else that steps in to fight the champ.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker that does voodoo in the back room before fights is stepping in to save the day. Oh hell!
Maybe he did voodoo on the guy that was supposed to fight because he wanted to whoop his ass again. I don't know.
This motherfucker has the pin cushy dummy in the back. I'm telling
So
you.
for anybody in the audience that may not know what Eric is talking about, before this I brought up the fact that I read an article this week that Yuri Prohaska was complaining that the fact that Pereira does rituals before his fights and that's the reason why he wins, claiming some witchcraft type shit. So I thought that was bullshit. And if you're already thinking that way, you've lost. So why even step in the cage? But
Listen, all I'm saying is, okay, all I'm saying is throughout history, we know of native tribes that did some shit and all of a sudden shit just shit. We know of some native tribes that did shit. I didn't even know you kicked out because you weren't there.
I thought you froze, and then I thought you were taking a shit by the face you were making.
So we know we do some native. I'm just saying I've researched native tribes, tribes that are native to certain regions. And when I say research, I don't mean like I'm an anthropologist or a none of that shit. I'm
So
not
you
getting
went and live with them for.
I'm not
You
none
can't
of that
even live
shit.
with the bear for more than 30 minutes.
My research consists of watching videos and documentaries, reading stuff on them, stuff like that, right? Normal stuff. But I know that they believed in a lot of stuff and they believed and did a lot of stuff, and belief is a powerful thing. And I'm just saying, this motherfucker's knocking people out like left and right. So if somebody was to tell me, I don't know if he's here. Are you here, Jeremy?
Maybe he's losing reception driving.
If somebody was to tell me that he did that shit, it wouldn't surprise me. Exactly.
Right. I understand that thing happens and that it's out there, but like,
And you
why
gotta
are you
look at
worried about it? Why are
what
you
is
worried
his
about it?
what is his
Just go out there and throw some hands.
but what is his ethnic background of
He's
Pierre's
from
background?
Brazil, so I think he's
No,
from.
not Pierre, the other guy.
Oh, he's Czechoslovakian, I think.
Okay, so let's see who this guy is. Because let's see what his
Someone said, "Do whatever the fuck they did in your ancestry."
that might be why he's scared. Because his ancestry might have got
They ain't
fucked.
got shit. They ain't got shit.
Exactly. His ancestry might have just got fucked. Do you see what I'm saying? They could be telling tales of when
He can
they
go
came
learn some
over
voodoo too. Fucking,
and
I don't
beat the
know.
shit out of them. Okay.
Hire a witch. Fucking do something. Quit, quit crying. Is all I'm saying.
That's
Crying
all
ain't
I'm
gonna
saying.
do you shit. Crying ain't gonna do shit.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't fight him, but I am saying if that is a rumor, you have cause to be scared.
I'm not saying
That's
there's no cause to be scared, but don't worry about what shit you can't control. That's all I'm saying.
Jeremy, you
All
back?
I'm
Talk,
saying is,
Jeremy, on the
stop
witchcraft.
being a bitch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Stop being a bitch.
All I'm
Get in there
saying.
and throw some hands.
Why? You worried about what another man does before a fight? Why? What? You
Right? What
can't
if he
Every
likes to
control what
time
jerk
a
off
somebody.
man
and that's his
walks into
ritual?
a
You're
room,
gonna say,
You
don't
worried
do
about
that?
something you can't control.
I'm worried this motherfucker might have some shit that he can't control that I don't know about. Have y'all
Yeah,
ever seen that?
but you can't control what he's gonna do. So what the fuck it matter?
Have y'all
So I'm
ever seen that?
saying you can't govern no shit like that.
Have y'all ever seen that key Mo? I tell my daughter that
Hey,
sometimes. Stop crying.
he could have put some spell on you before, way before the fight, like a week before the fight. How the fuck do you know?
Right? Exactly.
But you worried
You
about what he
can't use
did in
side
his
of
locker
that.
room before the fight.
Listen, listen. I'm saying there's been a lot of times in the fight history that people have had premonitions, and they've worried about certain things, and those things have came true. Saying. Been a lot of times the fighters had them premonition. This motherfucker woke up in a cold sweat saying that he's doing voodoo before the fights. That's because somebody came to his dreams and said, "You get knocked the fuck out," and he had that premonition. He gonna get knocked out by a left hook, and Alex Pereira gave him that dream. That's all I'm saying. That's gonna
Pussy.
be my. If Alex Pereira knocks him out with a left hook in the second fucking round, that's what I'm saying. Alex Pereira is gonna knock him out with a left hook in the second round. I just got a premonition. I was involved in that voodoo shit right there. They just threw it in my head. I saw what's his name? Jerry Prograis. How the fuck do you pronounce his name?
Jerry Prohaska?
I mean, realistically, I'm just bullshitting. All honesty, I read it. My bad. All honesty, if it, I believe what you guys are saying. If you sitting up there and you'd have fought and you worried about what this motherfucker doing, then you either don't have faith in what you believe in or you just a bitch. But you may have. I'm just saying when I could see the shock value. I mean, I'm a normal person, so I'm not a fighter. So if I saw somebody like Alex Pereira walk up to fight me, I'd be like, okay, this motherfucker knows some shit I don't know. So, but as a fighter, I'm not sure on that shit. I'm not sure on that shit.
Did you guys? Hey, did you guys see the
Good
knockout
shit,
in the
Anthony.
karate combat yesterday?
Which one?
The main event in karate combat yesterday.
No, I was at work, so can
It was
I've
we
an
play
never
that or
watched
Alves
no?
fight.
Body Combat.
It was Alves versus I forget what his name was. Just look up the knockout. Oh,
Karate
it was
combat?
fucking it was karate combat.
Hey, have y'all seen that? This reminds me though. Have you ever seen the Key and Peele, um, Key and
I
Peele thing where
think
they talk about
so.
the MMA fighter, and he's like, if y'all haven't seen it, see, I can't play it because they'll fucking. I hate this shit. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna put it up right now. It's 2 minutes 29 seconds. But he's an MMA fighter, basically saying they talking trash talking, and then the other MMA fighters like God chose me. I'm gonna be the instrument, and you're gonna be the tool. And then the other one's like, dude, he knows we're just playing, right? That's immediately what I think of when I see this. So I'm gonna share it right now on Twitter and where's our tweet? Oh, they didn't even share my tweet, did I?
What, the karate combat one?
No. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna look up the Karate Combat one, but I'm gonna share the one that I just did. I'm gonna share
Or the karate
the.
combat one, the knockout. They stretchered him straight to the hospital.
What?
Is it a kick? Was it a
Yeah,
kick?
it was brutal. Brutal.
Holy! Go to your nearest computer right now. You gotta pull that shit up.
Like, it's like
He
it's
bodied
almost
him,
like you just watched a fucking murder.
bro. He lays down like
Hey,
right
share it
into
in
a
the Discord.
coffin.
Share it in the Discord.
Like he folded in
Put it in the
half.
Discord.
Yeah,
Let
put it
me
in the
share
Discord.
it. Let me share it. That shit was nutty. All right, there you go. The sound of that kick is the caption on that Instagram. It's a
Alves
nice,
Alves
nice
Alves
switch
had
kick,
Alves
but
had tears in his eyes watching it after.
All right, I'm
that's
posting.
nuts,
I'm going to the Discord.
Fucking, they
I
put
just
him on a
posted.
stretcher, took him straight to the hospital.
All right, here
bro. He
is.
like already got stretcher ready. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. Come on,
All
bring
right,
it.
here's Key and Peele when I'm watching. Oh, it's on Instagram. Okay, let's see. I'm posting.
Yeah,
Oh, that's James Vick.
yeah.
Y'all know who James Vick is?
I forgot. It sounds so
James
familiar.
Vick is the one that was fighting Justin Gaethje on the main event that sat up there and talked shit and said, "Bitch, you take 5 punches around. I'm you putting to sleep. Like you slow." He talked so much shit and then got knocked out by Justin Gaethje and has never been the same since. Oh shit! God damn! God damn. That kick was so vicious. That is how I imagine I'm knocking people out when I think I'm fighting.
Right? I think yeah, that's everybody's dream
If
if you
y'all
were to
don't
throw
know,
that
look
kick.
up James Vick. Look up James Vick trash talking moments. They're hilarious.
Yeah, but that shit was brutal.
Yeah, but it makes it even better when you know he's a trash talker. Like he talks so much shit. And there's a great chance that he literally talks shit that whole entire time going up to that fight.
That's probably why that dude threw some extra sauce on that
That's
motherfucker.
what I'm telling you. If you have not seen James Vick trash talk, it's hilarious because he gets his ass beat. I mean, he got. Oh yeah, here's another one. He just got caught again. He always gets his ass beat. He just sucks. He's just horrible. So is karate combat like UFC but just karate?
It's yeah. It's like UFC, but in the bare knuckle ring.
Do they allow grabbing and submissions? Because karate doesn't have that.
I don't know. I just watched. I just watched. That's the only fight I watched
Hey,
yesterday.
speaking of karate combat, Michael Venom Page is on this card against Ian Machado. Ian Machado's
Fuck
not that
Michael
bad.
Venom Page.
You know, like the MVP?
No, he fucked up. Didn't he just beat up Kevin? He beat Kevin Holland. Fuck him. I don't like his ass. I liked him until I hear him talk. And then when I hear him talk, I no longer like him.
Because he's from London or England
I
or
don't
whatever the
fucking
fuck.
know. I don't know if it's his London accent. I don't know if it's because I can't take him serious. I don't know if I thought he was a hood nigga. I don't
Have
know.
you have you ever
I
seen
don't
his
know.
have you ever seen his knee knockout of
Yes, yes. Over Cyborg's husband. Yes, I know. I used to. I've seen so many of his highlights, the way he danced and everything. And the first time I heard him talk, I was like, I no longer like him.
so
Like
if he was a
when you hear
mute
someone
if he was a
annoying
mute,
ass,
you'd be fine with him.
no, because now I can hear him talk.
I'm
So
saying, but
like,
if he were born a mute and was a great fighter, you'd be cool.
I'd be cool with him. Like when he dances now, it's just like you're cringy. I don't even fucking get it now. Maybe because I thought you were gonna be more like Kevin Holland or like more when he talks, and I'm just like, dude, you sound like you're not funny. Like I don't know, and it could be because he's British. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
So yeah, I don't like him. Fuck him. But I do like his knee. I did like it when he got his ass beat by Diego Lima though. When that motherfucker kicked his ass in the ground, I love that shit.
Well,
But
either way, that should be a good fight. Ian Machado is 14-0. So
yeah, Machado's gonna get his ass whooped.
you think so?
I'm just listening. I'm just saying.
You had a
There's no,
premonition again?
I don't be knowing what's fucking going on no more. Michael, Ian Machado, there's just things like looking at him. I mean, there's a huge difference in age. They have the same height. I mean, Michael Venom Page has a reach advantage. He has way more fights than him. And yeah, so I mean, I would just expect for Michael Venom Page to get his ass whooped. Now, for him to win, if Ian wins, this is a huge fight for him. It's a huge fight for him.
So you know why Pereira had to step in? Because this is the Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah, because they had Jamel Hill.
They had to cancel Jamal Hill, the Khalil Roundtree, they had to cancel Conor. They had to fucking cancel a bunch of shit on here.
Yeah, I get that shit. I don't understand how Khalil Roundtree all of a sudden became good. I remember him on The Ultimate Fighter, and he sucked.
I think he's just been out here in Vegas training his ass
No,
off.
he went and did Muay Thai. Muay Thai.
Oh yeah, is he? But then I think he's out here now, though, right?
Yeah, he's out here now. And then you got Brian Ortega that's about to lose to Diego Lopes. So I mean, it's not gonna be that great of a card. This card's gonna suck.
Yeah, I think just a Pereira knockout maybe.
That's not even gonna be a good fight. Alex Perez is gonna knock him the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying, just a knockout.
Yeah. All right, just touch on this because we didn't get a chance to touch on this because we were gone. The Tank Davis versus the Frank Martin fight that happened last Saturday we were on. I was very close to my prediction. Like I remember saying I thought he was gonna knock him out, like the 8th or 9th round. He beat the shit out of him. Jeremy, do you remember this fight?
A little bit.
To give a quick recap, Frank Davis won the first 3 rounds.
Remember it.
He won the first 3 rounds. He stayed in the center of the ring, tons of motion, and then after round 3, Tank Davis just walked him down the fucking ring. That is all he did. Walked him down the ring and beat the shit out of him. Knocked him out before Frank Davis even knew he was
Frank Martin, now he married him.
Like, did you see the knockout? Like, he did not even know he was knocked out when he got knocked out. Like, he didn't see the punch coming. And he's like, I didn't see the punch coming. No, you're right. You didn't see the first punch coming. Because that motherfucker caught you clean. And then the second punch, he just waited and just, yeah. Tank is on another level. I'm letting everybody know.
What do you think of the Ryan shit after the fight?
Ryan Garcia has a chance. Ryan Garcia is smart. Ryan Garcia is extremely smart because he is building into this. He's doing what Henry Suede.
He's trying to be the heel of boxing.
He's not being a heel. He's joining into the cringiness. Because no matter what he does, he's cringy. Because he's a YouTube guy. He's an influencer. So it's kind of like the Jake Paul thing because he got his fans from YouTube. So even though he's a real boxer, he got known from shit. I didn't know him until I started seeing him on YouTube. So he's cringy. Like when you hear him talk.
That's gonna be his fucking angle.
Yeah. So he just leaned into that shit. Like all that shit at the weigh-in, drinking a beer while you're about to fucking miss weight by 2 pounds. And we already know that. That's cringy as shit. But you leaned into it. The way you were talking, man, come on, meet me in the middle. You have no talk game. You can't come back. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you. That's all you can say. So now
wouldn't that lose you fans though?
Huh?
Wouldn't that lose you fans?
No, because we're in this fan world where you can't do no fucking wrong anyway. Because everybody has fucking stands.
You'll gain more other fans.
Exactly.
Stands.
So like, think about it. Has it lost Jake Paul any fans?
I don't know if it's the same fucking lane they're taking though. Like did
it lose Kobe Covington any fans?
But they're going at it on a different angle. Like talking shit is one thing, but like the shenanigans. No, I'm talking about now that his shit got ruled the no contest or whatever the fuck. Like eventually that's gonna. There's gonna be like some credibility issues, I believe.
No, because if you're a boxing fan,
it's all about the money. If you make money, they're gonna make a fight for you.
You know they tested him leading up to it. He has his hair sample. So literally, which is weird because hold on, this is the problem. Conspiracy theory hat on Ryan Garcia. This is the problem. Do you guys know somebody just got banned for 9 months for more stuff in their system than fucking Ryan Garcia did? I forgot this. Boxer just banned. Flyweight champion Juzar Cesar Martinez was suspended for 9 months by the Nevada Athletic Commission after he tested positive for 3 banned substances. 3 ahead of his March fight. Diuretics and masking agents. So in this scenario, when you look at Julio Cesar Martinez, the flyweight champion who was just suspended, granted it's in Nevada, so the suspension is a lot less, 3 substances, 2 masking agents, and a diuretic. So he was literally trying to cover it. Ryan Garcia had a drug that nobody knew what the fuck it was and had so little of it that it didn't even have an effect. But due to New York's policy, because remember, New York just allowed MMA because New York's fucking stupid. Due to their policy, it's a lot worse in New York than it would have been in Nevada. You can't unplay that ass whooping that he gave Devin Haney. You can't unplay that. Devin Haney cannot get over that mentality of getting his ass whooped like that. You just can't. So even when he comes back from his break after a year, do you think anybody's going to give a fuck? Do you think if Devin Haney came...
The stupid part is so his suspension is 12 months. Guess how long his break was between his last fight?
12 months. 14 months or something
exactly
like that. 13 months.
12 months.
Yeah.
It was exactly 12 months.
Because it was right after
it was 12 months between the Davis and Haney fight.
No, he fought in between Davis and Haney though. He had a win in between Davis and Haney. Garcia didn't. Garcia, he had a fight. He had a fight in between them because he got his win back. Ryan Garcia, who is that guy he fought? Oscar Dorito, I think that's what it was. Yeah. So he fought Oscar Dorito in December. So he went 8
months. The Dorito family?
Dorito Jurado or whatever. But he went 8
months. I don't know. It sounded like Dorito.
Duarte. So it doesn't matter. And you know, if they're smart, if they're smart, what they do is they campaign for a Devin Haney fight. With about 6 months left, 4 months, he starts talking shit to Devin Haney. Let's fight at 145 then, bitch. Devin Haney's going to have to get his win back. They're going to make so much money, the rematch will be bigger than anything. And then when he beats Devin Haney's ass again, nobody's going to say nothing. So I don't think it even bothers him, the Ryan Garcia suspension.
Would anybody want to watch that fight?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think I'll be interested.
And then Haney,
yeah, I think I would.
Haney petitioned Dazn to delete the footage.
I know.
Of the
That's
fight.
why people will want to watch it. And if Haney doesn't fight them, it's okay. All you do is you start talking shit. Hey, bitch, let me get my win back. Oh, you're still undefeated? You're not undefeated. I whooped your motherfucking ass. Until you beat me, you can't say shit. So then Haney goes down, your stock starts to go up, and then you just continue winning. And you parlay that into another fight. Even if Haney doesn't want to fight you. You move up to 147 and parlay that into a fight with the title contender. The same way he did it with Devin Haney. Same way he did it with Gervonta Davis. This dude hasn't won a belt. And has 2 title defenses. So I don't know. Or 2 title shots. So I don't know.
Who do you think Tank fights next?
Lomachenko. Easy.
That's a good matchup.
That's the only fight at 135. Listen, I need to let y'all know how smart Tank Davis is. During the Frank Martin fight, there were multiple times. The Ryan Garcia fight showed me some stuff. But the Frank Martin fight showed me so many things. Because there were multiple times that he did stuff at press conferences that came back in the fight. Like when he told him, he literally looked at him and said, "You're good. You should have waited. You're just not You're not good enough. This is too early for you. And people are like, oh, is this going to be the experience? And Frank Martin was trying to say all this other shit. People don't remember that Tank Davis did this. Tank Davis took up on a fight when he had very little wins and won a championship fight, and they told him the same thing, but he had so many amateur fights. And so he understands what happens when you're moving up in levels. He gets it. So when he flinched at him in the press conference and he flinched at him, watch what he throws. He threw that. Now watch what he throws in the fight. Watch how many times he went like this and Frank flinched. Watch the punch right before the knockout punch. It's a real quick like this. Frank flinches, puts his hands down, then he gets hit with a hook. And then he gets hit with that overhand right or left. There were things like he was testing him. Tank, the only way Tank gets beaten at 135 pounds, in my opinion, is if he just does Ronda Rousey's himself. He gets too big for his own britches. That's the only way. He came off of a 14-month layoff and beat a very, very, very game fighter. Very game. Yeah, tired him out. Wasn't even funny. Do I think Lomachenko has any chance against Tank? No. I don't. Maybe 5 years ago, Lomachenko. The chance he has is because Lomachenko's not a knockout puncher. So he's going to use volume punches. He's going to use volume punches and angles. And if you can't hurt Tank, you saw what he did to Frank. He just let him walk him down. What do you think, Jeremy? Tank versus Lomachenko. Oh, and Shakur Stevenson, not right now.
No, Shakur Stevenson should wait till next year.
Yeah, get another fight.
But Lomachenko, I'm not excited to see the fight. I think Lomachenko should have taken the fight last year or the year before.
Yep.
But because Lomachenko just doesn't have the knockout power. Tank Davis is just going to be too much for Lomachenko. It's not going to. For me, it's not going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be another Frank Martin fight.
Yep.
So it'll start out an exciting fight, like it was for me the Frank Martin fight. We were texting each other during the Frank Martin fight. It was an exciting fight, and then all of a sudden it became like, what the fuck?
Like, what happened?
Like what? I fucking missed it. Like my screen froze for 3 seconds, and then I came back and it was like, what the fuck?
And that laying on the rope shit doesn't work. And Lomachenko likes not to excited. Do that.
I don't know who is on Davis's level right now. It's just.
No, you definitely don't put Devin Haney on that list. Take Devin Haney off that list immediately. I'll say probably Terrence Crawford.
Ryan Garcia. Sure. I wouldn't.
So Errol Spence can't be. So if you're asking who was the best all-around boxer when they were undefeated, then you would definitely have to go with
Bud.
You have to go with Bud. Yeah, because Southpaw, Orthodox. He's won the weight. He's won the.
He's the best switch hitter out there.
Yeah, but he's also won undisputed title twice. So he's won all 3 belts in 2 weight classes. So you have to go with Bud.
What is he? 147?
Yeah, he's 147, but he's about to fight 154. So you have to go with Bud. And then you would have to go, and this is the issue at 135. See, 135 is so weird because nobody wants to fight each other. So you don't really know. Like, you can't put Tank Davis in there because you've had so many belts spread around for so long. Like, you don't really know. Yeah, you had Devin Haney who collected all the titles. But, you don't really know. You don't, because Devin Haney didn't want to fight Tank. Tank, they don't want to fight Shakur. So you don't really know. But I definitely think you'd go Bud. I don't think Devin Haney is. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think Devin Haney is one of the most overrated boxers as an undefeated fighter. I think he is the guy that padded his record so well in
They
the
groomed
beginning.
him.
Yep, it's that you've seen it. And now you're starting to see more fighters fight. He didn't beat Lomachenko. Let's just get that fucking out of the way. And he was a weight bully. So he, like, you saw it. When he weighed in at 160 pounds against Ryan Garcia, he's a fucking weight bully. So everybody he fought was naturally smaller than him. So I mean, yes, I don't think he was that good of a boxer. I think he's an above average fighter that will beat most of your average fighters. And if you give him a very good matchup, a very close matchup, two above average fighters, he probably is going to come out on top. But if you give him anybody above average fighter, he's going to lose. Like, how do you lose to Ryan Garcia when he only has a left hook?
And with Haney, it's just it's odd that every time he loses, somehow the losses become no contest or they get scrubbed.
Yeah.
It's happened
I don't
twice
know if
now.
anybody's going to beat Tank. I agree with you, VJ. Thank you for the shout out. Make sure you guys go and watch his show. He's got that one show coming out, and then he's got a show on Saturday. So go watch that.
Would Tank ever want to challenge Bud?
No, no. So this is the issue. Tank weighs 138 to 140 walking around weight.
He's a big 135.
No, he's not. No, he's
That's his walking around weight?
He's a natural 135. Yes.
I mean, he just looks big for that division.
He's little. He's so little.
He is. He is short. Yeah.
So that's why they kept saying. That's why when they kept saying, have Ryan Garcia come up, have Tank come up. Tank's like, no. Because that's why they had the weight clause. That's why he has weight clauses.
Dehydration.
And people get mad at him. But he is not a big fighter. So I think when he came out of jail, he was 140. Now, the only thing is he gets kind of pudgy. Yeah, he's 5'5".
But he'd fight a bear.
Are very similar.
He wouldn't be scared of a little bear, Eric.
He wouldn't be scared of the bear.
Who? Tank?
Tank.
Fuck no.
He wouldn't be scared of a little bear.
He is the bear.
But you guys are the same weight.
That motherfucker. Look, we're not all built
Eric,
equally. Okay?
He wouldn't be scared if he lost his map.
That's not the same 135? That's not the same 135?
Let's stop acting, okay? Like people are built fairly, okay? We know this. We all played sports in school. We all know motherfuckers that were the same size as us that just could do shit we couldn't do. We knew
built out of wood and shit.
Exactly. Fucking DJ Porter. Porter from fucking football. Donovan, the guy that used to play Yeah. Little shorter than all of us, but could outrun us, look like a fucking tank. That was Tank. Like, he was like a little fucking tank. Yeah, you could never. Josh Medina had 145 fucking pounds.
Right, yeah.
Billy Rosado. Then you had my skinny ass. Yeah, we weren't all built the same. Shit, there was a lot of us that were. We know this, Mauricio. We were all in high school. We were 7 pounds, 8 pounds different of all of us, and all of us had different bodies. We were not built the same. Yeah, but no, he's the fucking bear. He's the bear. Okay, so let's get into Bronny. Let's talk about the NBA draft. I don't care about the NBA draft. I didn't care about any of it. Ron Holland got drafted. I'm very, very happy for him. I saw him play. I think we all saw him play at the G League Unite because 2 of them got drafted. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Several
and the white boy.
Players got drafted.
Yeah, but 2 got drafted in the top 11, which that's cool because there's no longer the G League Ignite. They got rid of it. And because they got rid of the G League Ignite, I no longer work for Nevada State Bank. I said, fuck y'all. Y'all getting rid of that shit. Y'all ain't partnering them. I'm out.
It's the hill I'm going to die on.
Please, bitches.
So did you start a new job yet?
I started Monday. I get my laptop should be coming today sometime by the end of the day. I keep getting FedEx packages. And then I got fucking meetings all. Welcome to the life of a DM again. Immediate, like there's no warm up, dude. There's no warm up. I got a fucking HR orientation at 6:15 a.m. I have a meeting at, because they're all on East Coast. I have a meeting at 8 a.m. and then I'm shadowing all the meetings. So this week I'm working from home basically. So that's the cool part from what I know. And then it's like a 4-week training program. And I think after that, I work from, I go out of town for 2 weeks or a week. I don't fucking know.
You'll be gone for like weeks at a time?
Yeah, so basically what they told me was I'll be gone for, they want us to make trips for like 21 days in advance. I was like, cool, that sounds great. But basically I'll be gone 2 to 3 weeks a month. Just depends on how well the stores are doing. Once we get the stores up and going, then I don't have to travel as much. I could go 1 week a month. But it doesn't bother me because like some of the places we're going, I don't mind. Like I don't want to go to Elko, which I'm cool because my area manager lives in Elko, so I don't really have to go to Elko. But I don't mind going to Reno. She's close to Salt Lake City, Utah, so I can send her ass to Utah as well. But I don't. We'll go to Idaho. I've never been to Idaho, so let's see what's in Idaho. It's like 7
Here,
states.
Idaho, dope.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. So Gervonta Davis weighed in at 133 pounds. Frank Martin weighed in at 134 pounds. Just so you guys know, that was the weight. And I'm trying to see what their fight weight actually was. Here we go. David Benavidez.
On to the NBA.
We are. Okay, so Bronny, LeBron. What are we talking about? What do you guys think?
I thought it was interesting that Bronny got drafted, but the better USC player went undrafted.
Okay, explain that.
If you just look at the stats,
Why did you think it was interesting?
The better USC player went undrafted. The better player from USC that had better stats than Bronny went undrafted.
Yeah.
And then the interesting part was the rumor that went around was his agent was calling teams saying, "Don't draft Bronny. If you draft him, he's going to go play in Australia."
Yeah, I've heard that rumor too.
It was just weird. Like whatever. Like we know you want to play with your son, but it's fucking weird.
I see. This is the problem I'm having with this rumor now. I'm not
like,
sure.
I don't give a fuck, but I still don't think whatever. Like there was better players on the board.
I agree. I definitely agree. There's better players. I'm gonna stop talking about all the rumors because I've heard.
Don't y'all know that NBA stands for National Brawn Association?
We already knew this. I've heard so many stupid rumors. I've heard Rich Paul literally come out and tell people we did not tell the Lakers to draft him at 55. If we would have done that, we would have told them to draft him at 17. I've heard that. I've also heard nobody was drafting Bronny. Like, listen, Bronny averaged 4 fucking points. So nobody
they could have just signed him as a UFA, right?
Nobody was drafting him. This whole shit with what was good at the combine and he might be a first-round pick was ESPN and the fucking media. So let's stop. It's the 55th pick. There's 2 rounds. It was the 3rd pick from the last pick. The last pick was 28 of the 2nd round. It was pick 25. Does anybody know how many 25 to 26 to 27 to 28 picks make the NBA roster on a regular basis? No, we don't, because we don't give a fuck. I think it was an excellent pick for the Lakers. I think it was a great pick. I think if they don't pick him,
but you picked somebody who averaged 4 points over somebody who averaged 12.6 points or something.
Yes.
That played on the same team.
Do you know why? I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. Okay, a couple reasons.
And the person you drafted couldn't even crack a starting role on the team.
Yes, 100%. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. Okay, so Bronny James, he came off of that injury that he had, the injury,
any
That's
comes with
different
a
than
heart
injury.
condition.
That's a medical condition.
Exactly. This is the problem.
It's not an injury. It's a condition.
Yeah, that's a bigger
Let's
concern.
not act.
It's not it's not a, oh, I tore my ACL. It's
Sprain my
like
ankle.
it's a condition.
Okay. So the medical condition that he had. Let's not act. Let's not
Just
act.
throw a brace on that heart.
Let's not act that when you're drafting in the second or the late rounds of drafts, you're going based off of potential. Nobody thinks there are very few second round players that we assume are going to start right away. We all make fun of Joker because he was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial and ended up being the MVP. There's a reason why we talk about the Draymond Greens and the Jokers, because there's not many second round draft picks that become what they've become. So when you're drafting in the second round, you're drafting for a couple reasons. Maybe they have height, size. Most of the time it's potential. You think in the right situations, these guys could be potential. His dad is fucking LeBron James. We don't know how great he will be, but let's just say he becomes a quarter of LeBron James. Let's say he's 25% to 37%. That is an average player in the fucking NBA that you got in the second round as a 55.
He wasn't even an average player in college. What do you mean?
Do you know how many average players or above average players in college become bust in the NBA? Because being a great player in college,
but he wasn't even that in college.
Being a great player in college doesn't make you a great NBA player. There's actually more.
But he was below average in college.
I'm just saying, he's still LeBron James' son. You're drafting on potential.
But where's the potential?
He's LeBron James' son.
And
Michael Jordan's son didn't end up doing shit.
No, do you know why? You know why Michael Jordan's son didn't do that? Because of the fact that Michael Jordan didn't do the same shit that LeBron did for his sons. But let's not act like Michael Jordan's son didn't get an extra fucking position because he sucked at his college. There was two of them. They both sucked. One was halfway decent, went to UFC. Let's not act like this motherfucker didn't get a scholarship at UCF because his name was Jordan. The other fucking brother sucked and then transferred to UCF because his name was fucking Jordan, and one of them played out fucking overseas because his fucking name was Jordan.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't end up pulling levers to fucking get him drafted.
I'm sorry. There are people in the NBA right now that have last names.
They are literally both nepotism cases, but don't give a fuck. They're both below average. They're both going to be bust. They're both bust ass fucking basketball players. They both fucking suck. Neither one of them should be playing fucking basketball. I don't give a fuck. Bronny James fucking sucks. He averaged 4 fucking points a fucking game, couldn't crack a fucking starting role, and got drafted over somebody who fucking on the same fucking team who fucking averaged 3 times more fucking points a game.
All right, so
he was way below fucking average. Like way below fucking average.
Yes,
he only got drafted because his last name is James.
We know this. But when you're
because LeBron James has stated, I want to play with my son. And look, Bronny James will make the roster in LA.
Okay. So
I will put money on it.
I am 100%. I agree 100% with you. 100%. But let's not act like this is something that is not new. We're just jumping up and down because Bronny is the most talked about. This has been happening since we were fucking kids. Like,
yo, you know why Bron really wanted to do this? You know why Bron really wanted to do this? He wanted to know what it felt like to be Delonte West and be on the other side of the coin and be doing someone else's mama on the team.
Listen.
Well, hey, I know it's been happening, but I was never on a podcast where somebody has had me talk about fucking NBA.
Rick Barry had all 3 of his sons drafted. And guess where all three of his sons played for? The Golden State Warriors. Oh, that's because Whitberry won a championship with them.
And guess what? And I would gladly talk shit about them too.
Hold on.
Hey, at least Brett Berry won a fucking dunk contest and Rick Berry
Mike
won a
Dunleavy
3-point contest.
Sr. and Mike Dunleavy Jr. Does anybody know about Luke Walton? Patrick Ewing Jr.
Luke Walton was nice at Arizona, and he had a little bit of a run with the Lakers.
Yeah, he was nice. You know who else was nice? Tyler Hansborough and JJ Redick. Just because you're great in college doesn't mean you're fucking great in the NBA. Just because you're.
I'm saying if the Lakers move on, had a minute.
Right, and I'll agree with you. And when you're way below average at college, means you're going to be way below average in the NBA.
I know,
but we're going to draft you because your daddy wants to play basketball with you.
We're just mad. It's just LeBron because LeBron.
I'm not mad. I could give a fuck less.
Well,
I could give a fuck less about the NBA. I care more about the WNBA than I care about the fucking
now,
NBA.
What happens? My question is, what happens when
But I'm on a podcast and you bring up fucking NBA, so I have to fucking talk about it.
What happens next year?
I have to get 2 cents. So I'd like to fucking argue so you get what you fucking get.
Okay, so I have a question. What happens next year then? Are we gonna have this? Are we gonna be mad next year too? Are we gonna have the same energy? Because next year we have Carmelo Anthony's son getting drafted. We have Dennis Rodman's son.
Look, if he's below, he's below average at fucking college and he sucks, and his daddy has his fucking team drafted.
I saw a meme that 2026 they're gonna have Bryce James on the team
in the next 4 years.
If his son averages four points a fucking game in college, and he is fucking gets drafted to his fucking daddy's fucking team.
Well, not all of them are retired, so they can't get drafted.
And there's players on the fucking board that average 3 times more points a fucking game than him.
But that doesn't mean. Then if they were so good, why didn't they get picked? It's the 4th to last pick.
Because his daddy's on the fucking team.
But listen, okay, I get your point.
You're gonna sit there. You are gonna sit there and with a straight face tell me LeBron James didn't make that fucking pick.
He did. But I don't think it's a bad pick. That's the problem. I think people are getting all worked up over a 2nd round pick. So like when you look at if let's say for instance, they took him and they put him in the G League. And for a year he's in the G League and he starts to develop into an average basketball player. Nobody's going to say they wasted a pick on him. Because that's what they're hoping for any late 2nd round pick. So that's why I know that LeBron did it for his kid. I understand that. Just like LaMelo Ball and all them other people. I get it. But I actually don't think this is a bad pick. If they would have picked him at 17, I think it was a bad pick. If another team would have picked him at like 27th or 32, hoping that LeBron signs with them, I think that probably would have been a bad pick. But if another team picked him at one of the last 4 picks, I don't think that's a bad pick. Because you're not going to get much better.
Lakers, you probably wouldn't be hearing anything.
You would not. No, you would still. But then you'd hear all week.
But because his daddy made the pick.
But his daddy also made the coach.
You're hearing about it.
His dad also made the coach.
Let GM.
Well, no, his daddy wanted it. His daddy wanted a different coach, but that coach.
No, he didn't pick the GM. Rob Pelinka was there before Bronny got there.
No, I'm saying the GM.
Oh, the GM. Okay, so let's just look at this, okay? So here are the people that picked after Bronny James. Kevin McCullough Jr. from Kansas, somebody from Cameroon, somebody from Germany. Anton Watson from Gonzaga.
I would have taken the German kid.
Wait, he got picked before. Oh, you'd have taken the Ariel Hakapu from Germany, the center? You don't even know the fuck.
Nice. He's got a fucking nice Hakeem Dream shake moves.
You're just making shit up now. That's what I'm saying. So stop me. The only reason why we know who Bronny James is because of who he is. So if you look at the guy that was taken right before him, a 6'8" power forward. He's a 6'8" power forward, versatile forward who fills the game, competitiveness from Gonzaga. His ability to defend guards and wings stands out along with his passing ability, his intensity, his willingness. He will not stand out on tools or scoring ability, but he is a team first player, will have a chance to carve out an NBA career if he can prove his 41% 3-point shooting. They literally drafted the guy right before him to be a role player that shoots threes and plays defense and is a team first player. And we're bitching about Bronny getting drafted. The guy that was drafted right before him, that is his depth. If we go
by his daddy.
Okay. Tristan.
His fucking daddy drafted him.
So what does he call him on the court? What does he call him?
Hey,
what does he call him on the court?
This man has not earned anything. His daddy had to fucking give him his job.
Daddy, I'm open.
Bronny
Daddy had to give him everything.
His real name is LeBron James Jr. And they call him Bronny.
Bronny's his trademark name, though.
Look, Daddy had to give him his first job.
Do you think he's gonna get a paper towel NIL with Bronny?
He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth as a kid, and now he gets to start his adult life with a silver spoon in his fucking mouth.
Okay, so let's just look at this, okay? And I know, fuck, I don't want to be on. Okay, so I know it's a bad pick. It's still a dumb fuck name. I know you don't like it, but the guy that was drafted at point guard I
don't really give a fuck. I'm just arguing to be a dickhead at this point.
Yeah, I know you are. That's what I'm giving. I know you are. So, post-draft analysis of Bronny. Bronny James will join his father on the Lakers, who is wildly known. While he won't be expected to contribute in the near future, he'll get a real opportunity to develop and stay home in Los Angeles, where he went through a tough season at USC, but ultimately found his way into the draft. So basically, the verdict: James makes strides. James' weakness is he's not good at scoring, and he's only 6'1", too. Everybody thought he was 6'3". So outside of that, there's really not much to talk about the draft because I don't give a fuck about the draft. I don't think any of these players are going to do.
Why did they have a day 2 TV afternoon coverage?
Because
no one gave a fuck about it.
Because of
was it just for Bronny? It was just for Bronny, right? Yeah.
You know it was.
Yeah, I just answered my own.
That's all. And the whole fucking draft was wait for Bronny to get drafted. So this might have been one of the worst drafts. This is gonna I'm gonna put it out right now. When is the Anthony Bennett draft? When was that? This is gonna be that.
It had to be like 2015, 8, 9, or 15. Was it that late?
This is gonna be the 2013 draft, where we're gonna look back and we're gonna have a couple good players, but none of them were going to be thought to be good when it started. So, like, when you look at it, Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo, Otto Porter Jr., Cody Zeller, Alex Lynn, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, Kentavious KCP, Trey Burke, and CJ McCollum. So, out of the top 10, you have one all-star with Victor Oladipo. You have a CJ McCollum was probably your best player. Then you go down. You got a lot of fucking role players. Steven Adams, Michael Carter-Williams, until you get to Giannis. So, I mean, literally in the first 24 picks, you got in the first 30 picks, Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, and a whole bunch of role players. Steven Adams, Michael Carter, Tony Snell, Tim Hardaway Jr., Reggie Bullock, and a lot of people that aren't in the fucking league no more. Dennis Schroeder, he's still in the league. Like Shabazz Muhammad, Kelly Olynyk's still in the league. I don't even know if Ben McLemore's in there. So you got a lot of bullshit players. That's what this year's draft's going to be like. We're going to look back at it and be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is it? Zach? How do you spell? You have too many C's in your name, bitch. Zachary Ira. Rashisha.
The whole argument is just, we understand the whole nepotism is fucking riddled through every fucking sport.
It's riddled through every fucking...
The irritating part... Right, that's what I just said. It's riddled to fucking everything. Even the state of Nevada, fucking government positions is riddled with fucking nepotism. I've seen it firsthand.
Yes.
But what the irritating part is, if LeBron James did not draft his son. He knew his son was not going to be in the NBA.
Oh, he'd have got picked. He wouldn't
He would
have got
not
drafted.
have been picked in the draft.
No, if teams were telling
Right.
them not to
He
draft,
would have got signed.
this is the issue.
He,
LeBron,
he would have had a hard time getting signed.
if LeBron would have just shut the fuck up and not came out like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, trying to do PR management and said, you know, if I don't play with LeBron, I don't play with LeBron. LeBron would have been drafted in the first round. If everybody would have known that he was turning down his player option, LeBron would have been drafted in the first round. Because you're not very similar to what people say with the Kawhi Leonard, with the Paul George trade to LA. You weren't drafting, you're not trading Paul George for all those picks. You're trading to get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. You're not drafting LeBron to get Bronny. You're drafting LeBron to bring in James for a year. So I'm telling you right now, if LeBron would have said, whoever drafts Bronny has a chance at me signing with them, has a better chance of me signing with them when I decline my player option. If he'd have said that, that would have been tampering. But if he'd have said that, there would have been teams that drafted him in the first round, including the Philadelphia 76ers. So I think
especially in a draft like this, and I think that's why they say he came out in the first place.
Exactly. Because this is a draft that's not good. So who knows who's going to be the best player in that draft? Do you see what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, if you go back to the second round of 2013, Glenn Rice Jr. became a capable player.
Maybe they need to do some of those Pereira rituals for Bronny.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have... This is also the problem. You know, I mean, we could go through the draft. This is why I'm not even mad with the 55 pick, because nobody remembers who the 55 pick was. So, let's just go last couple
Kyle Kuzma would like a word.
He wasn't the 55 pick, though.
He was up there. He was like late second round, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was second round. Really?
I think he was late.
What has Kyle Kuzma done since he left the Lakers?
Not shit.
So would he really like a word? Kyle Kuzma was the second round pick that got paid. Shut the fuck up. That's it. Shut the fuck up. Kyle
It was a joke. It was a fucking joke.
I'm trying to go. I haven't found anybody that I know in the 55th pick in 5 drafts. He went to Utah. So if he had went to New Orleans, I might have known him. Why would I want to become a stat head? You know, I think it's weird that you have to log in to get certain things. You have to sign up to get certain aspects to websites. It's just
Google says the best 55th pick in NBA history would be current Miami Heat guard Patty Mills.
There you go. Who the fuck? And what is Patty Mills?
I mean, three-time champion, two-time champion.
A solid. Don't do that. Don't do that. He is a champion, but he is a solid role player.
He hit some clutch buckets during those runs.
He's Derek White for the Boston Celtics. He's a solid role player.
He's almost got 8,000 points in 15 years.
He's not a bad player, though. Yeah, I still haven't thought about it. Okay. So now that I draft players.
It says other notable picks are Mark Iavaroni, Mark Blunt, Kenny Gaddison, and Etwan Moore.
All role players. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what you're hoping for a second-round pick.
How does the player avenge 5 points? Like the other team scores 5 points, and you fucking go and I'm gonna get those
that
fucking points.
5 points.
Fuck your points.
So he had a good 14-year career. I mean, in his 14-year career, he averaged 8.8 points a game, 1.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. He shot 42% from the field.
Is Anthony talking about his WNBA team?
Hey,
speaking of, am I still leading? Am I still leading? Am I still leading?
I know Anthony.
Yeah, you're still leading.
Who do you beat?
I'm surprised.
Jeremy?
I'm playing Jeremy. Yeah.
You know why? We got thrown off this week because I'm losing too. It's not having games for fucking 3 days.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we didn't have no fucking games.
That's the problem. Yeah, because I'm losing by 12 points because
I'm probably going to lose this week because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we didn't have no games.
No games. So it all depends on tomorrow. And basically, whoever has the most people playing is kind of who's going to.
Oh, you're pretty close though. Yeah, it's gonna be tossed up.
Yeah.
He's got 4 people going. I got 5 people going. So I got a chance.
5.
Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Why?
Oh, you might not be because Derek Hamby's not playing.
Players have been.
Derek Hamby has Saturday and Sunday.
Played yesterday.
Yeah, you might not be. You might not be fucked.
Played last night.
That's okay. They have had a lot of back-to-back games. Fucking Harris from Connecticut, when she was on my bench, had 43 points, and then when I started her the next week, she had.
So what's the standings?
Back-to-back, she had nothing.
You wanna go through that real quick?
Yeah, let's go to the WNBA. Let's do that. Get on it. WNBA.
No, I'm talking about the draft, or I mean the fantasy standings, real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to say fantasy week 7. That's supposed to say fantasy. Hold on. Hey, Patty Mills averaged 16 points.
I'm still in first for now.
You are still in first because you're killing it. We can't even touch you because you beat me. That's really what it came down to. It's if you lose this week, it's gonna suck.
Damn, it's top heavy. I'm like, at least I'm in the fucking third. Everything else is pretty dire out there.
Yeah, it really is. It's not going good right now. I need to change my team name. That's what I need to do.
Shit, Anthony needs to change his team name. That shit is not astounding right now.
Neither Eric's excellent team sounds fucking horrible.
Anthony just needs to give up.
Anthony needs to trade. Anthony talking about trading Angel Reese, and she's got 9 straight double-doubles.
Who you
trade for? Angel Reese to Kelsey Plum, and
that's right.
Said no, and Sam said no.
I was gonna say you want Mabry from the Chicago?
Yeah, that was so dumb. Angel Reese, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. All right, so let's go to standings. Standings right now, we got. All right, so we got. I'm in first place up. God damn. My division sucks. I'm 5-1. AB's bad takes is 1-5, and Anthony's astounding team is 0-6.
I think you got that locked.
Jeremy's 6-0.
Wait, you already clinched the division?
What the fuck? I already clinched the division.
Well, no shit. Everybody, you got a 1-win team and a fucking no-win team.
And
how many weeks is this?
Hold on. Jeremy's already clinched the playoffs.
How many weeks is this?
It's a lot.
It's like 10. I think it's like 10 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be like 10 if you're already halfway through.
August 19th through September 1st is projected round 1. So it's a month and a half away. I clinched the division.
Another 4 weeks?
Because you got to remember, there's a
5 weeks.
Break. There's a 2-week break for the Olympics. That's what you got to remember. Yeah, that 2-week break for the Olympics. So if we go to scoreboard.
Or league schedule, right?
Yeah, so if we go to matchup, like, look. So week 7. So there's 10 weeks.
3 more weeks. There's 3 more weeks, yeah.
But if you look, July 15th through August 18th.
Oh, got you.
That's because of the Olympics. So they have like a week break for the Olympics. So that's where you like a 2-week break for the Olympics. So that's a month. So that's why it's only 10 weeks, because I forget exactly when the Olympic schedule happens. But they have that time frame for their Olympic schedule. So it is July 17th through August 15th. They don't have another game. So they have a whole month off.
Yeah.
They have the WNBA All-Star game on the 20th, and then they don't have another game for the 18th to the 15th. So that's why it's so far. So yeah, we only have 3 weeks left, but we have a month and a half left. So yeah, I've already clinched my division. Germany has already clinched the playoffs. What does the playoff bracket look like? So as of right now, nobody on my team is gonna. My division is gonna be there.
Well, I hope not. Anthony's definitely not going to be there.
Anthony, you come on, buddy. Let me help you out. Let's get traded. I've never eaten In and Out.
Give me fucking Angel. Give me Angel Reese for fucking.
Never again.
It's our first time doing WNBA fantasy too.
Yeah, same.
I've done NBA fantasy for like 4 or 5 years. I think our trade deadline's coming up too. Let me see. Let me see, Anthony. Let me see what you got right now.
It's all our first time doing WNBA fantasy. What do you mean?
The problem that you had, Anthony, is you had so many injuries in the beginning. That was your issue. And all of your injuries were your big stars. Now you should be. How the fuck are you down so bad? All right, let's see. Let's check this out. Let's check out Jewel Lloyd. Okay.
I need Angel Reese.
I don't even want Angel Reese. I need a guard. See, I need a guard. You need. I don't even know what you need. You need some help. You need Jesus. God damn.
Anthony needs Jesus, some fucking spirit water, fucking holy water.
He needs the Pereira rituals.
He needs the blood of Christ.
Caleb McBride, you're garbage, buddy. I know they say you're good, but you're garbage. Yeah, so okay, so now we got this. We see what's going on. I've clinched the division. Jeremy's clinched his playoff spot. So now we're just fighting for the last 2 playoff spots. It's going to be either AB takes or Mauricio's magnificent team. Because 2 and 4.
That's bullshit. If one of their, if one of the, could, is it 2 per division or?
No, it's best 4.
Oh, okay.
So for instance, AB's only 1 game. They're 2 games behind fucking Eric. Let's not act like the season's over. We have 3 weeks left, and including 4 weeks, including this one, and they're 2 games behind it.
Who's Arizona Cactus?
Yeah. So I mean, they could technically catch him.
Who is Arizona Cactus?
That's Bill Cobley.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. He joined us.
Shout out to Bill Colby. I thought it said Bill Cosby for a second.
That would have been kind of funny.
watch your drinks.
All right, so let's talk about the WNBA. We got the WNBA going on right now. The what the fuck? I mean, we're 9-6.
Hey, but they've been looking better this week. They looked okay against the Sky, right?
Well, I mean, we lost. Yeah, they look good. We lost, but I mean, that was a battle. This guy's not a bad team, but we lost. No. Having Chelsea Gray back helped us out a lot.
Yeah.
But this may be just that time of year where we're not caring as much about the regular season.
Especially on the 3-peat run.
Yeah, exactly. New York's got to come out on top. Can't, because, they want that revenge. Connecticut's playing unbelievable, but they've been good for years.
Connecticut's lost like 2 in a row.
Yeah, but they're still good. Like, remember last year they lost Jonquel Jones and they made it all the way. They're a great team. Like that.
What the fuck is that sign next to the Lynx?
That's got to be the conference. Oh, they won the Commissioner Cup.
Oh,
yeah.
That shit's over already?
Yeah, because they did it differently this year. They did it where it's only like each of your division game. It's really weird this year the way they did it.
I didn't even hear about that shit.
Yeah, it's because it's not.
I heard about some of the games happening, but I didn't see like a trophy presentation.
Yeah, it wasn't like what they did, and I don't understand why. But it wasn't like what they did last year, where it was like every time you play a team, it's a home game and away game. But they didn't do that this year. They only did like the first 4 games that you played.
Maybe because of the Olympics.
It might have been, but it was not. It was not good the way they did it this year. So effective upcoming the 28th season, each team will play a total of 5 commissioner games, 1 against each of its in-conference rivals. So that was the change. They only played 5 games instead of like 12. So
it was because of the Olympics, I think.
Well, I think it's going to stay that way. I think it was because of the Olympics too, but they said change going. It didn't. So we'll see. Let's see how they like it. If it's smarter, they have to do more to promote it. They need to do more NBA type shit. All right. So what do you guys think? Indiana Fever might make their way into the playoffs. It's going to come down to the Indiana Fever.
If I'm being honest, I hope they don't make the playoffs because I can't take their fucking fans right now. Their fucking
It's going to come down to the Dream,
retarded.
the Fever, and the Sky. The Sparks are done with Cameron Brink.
I would rather have. I just can't take the fucking. I can't even call them Fever fans because they're not the Indiana Fever fans. They're fucking Caitlin Clark fans.
Yeah. Oh, hold on one second. Go ahead and take over. I gotta get this package real quick. Hold on. I'll be back.
All right. Yeah. So he's got to go get his package. Apparently, he said he'd be right back. But I think they're gonna.
I hope Indiana doesn't make the playoffs because those I can't. God, we'll never hear the fucking end of it. These fucking weird ass fans like Dave Portnoy and fucking.
Oh, it's Dave Portnoy, Caitlin Clark, fucking. They're all fucking banging the drum for Caitlin.
Just fuck. Dave Portnoy.
Oh, I think I've seen Dave Portnoy. Yeah, he's such a weirdo.
Is that guy
like,
from fucking Barstool?
It's weird the way he's fucking pounding a drum for Caitlin Clark. He's like, if somebody fucking looks at her cross-eyed, he's like,
what kind of laptop
did
you
you
get?
see them fucking wind up and smack her in the face with a fucking baseball bat? And all they did was look at her, and it's like, wait, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Fantasy WNBA is like dragging your bare nuts across glass-infested sand for a mile. I see why people don't support the WNBA. LeBron opted out of $51 million, so he's getting a new deal soon. I wonder why. All right, so got my laptop. All right, whatever. So,
but
what do you guys?
I can't take the fan.
Well, we know Jake Portnoy is going to be. You know, it's so. This is what I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I don't like about their fans because they try to act like it's not race. I hate everybody that tries to act like it's not. They're like, no, it's not a racial issue. We're making it a racial issue. No, bitch, it is a racial issue. It's not racial like it's a bad thing, but 100% of the reason why Caitlin Clark is so famous is because she happens to be identified with 75% of the population. 74% of the population. That's why they're supporting.
Bro, did you fucking
what?
Did you see their last press conference when the one reporter was like, "Well, have vets given you any advice in game?" And she was like, "Well, nobody gives me any advice in game. I wish." And it's like, well, number one, there's like no vets on the Indiana Fever.
Yep. Kelsey Mitchell's a vet, and she's only like 3 years in.
So fucking weird. Her weird ass fucking retarded ass fucking fans are like, well, how come the vets from the other teams aren't giving her advice while they're on the court? Motherfucker, what? Why am I? If I'm on another team, why am I going to give you advice while we're playing against you? Like, bitch, I'm trying to your fucking development while I'm trying to whoop your ass.
And that's the problem with her fans.
Like,
they're casuals. They don't understand concept. They think that, oh my God, everybody should do everything for her because she's bringing so much attention to the league, blah, 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 blah. Even when Angel Reese said she's not the only one out there. They try to make it like she was saying herself. She said many offenses have came before. That's why her fans are fucking ridiculous. I'm just tired of all of them going, no, it's not because she's white. Why is people I've even seen them. What do you say when they bring up racial stuff? I just bring it up now, you know. No, bitch, it is. Because if it wasn't, then why the fuck has this not happened before? Yes, Angel Reese has a very good chance.
Like I was telling.
You're cutting it out.
Like I was saying, like fucking. Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
But it's like I was saying earlier, like fucking with Dave Portnoy, it's like somebody looks at Caitlin Clark cross-eyed and all of a sudden he'll get on fucking Twitter and be fucking posting a video. Like, oh, did you see them fucking wind up and hit her in the face with a baseball bat? Like, did you see that hard foul? Like, what the fuck? All they did was look at her.
We know.
And
we
it's
know
like,
who
what
he
the
is.
like? It's just like fucking Christ.
We know who Dave Portnoy is. We already know who he is.
Like fucking racist piece of shit.
And when I say raise, guys, I don't mean it's a bad thing. No, it's that's why she's so fucking popular. Because if it's not, then it would have happened before. It's not all of a sudden. It's not. Oh my God. It's because the women's basketball has gotten so good because it's not. No, it's because you have a girl that is from Middletown, fucking Iowa, that is no different than fucking Larry Bird. That's why it was so fucking popular. It was black versus white. You know, just so y'all know, do you know like some of the best all-time selling sporting events in boxing come from black versus white? Just let y'all know, Cooney versus Holmes was one of the highest selling boxing fights for a long time. And that was one of the worst boxing fights. Race sells, sex sells, all that shit sells. I'm just saying. I hate her friends. Oh my God, it's not because we're racist. Yeah, it's not because she's white. Yes, it is, bitch. You're from Iowa. I changed my mind.
But then to see why people don't support the WNBA,
this motherfucker's selling off his team.
People supported the WNBA.
You said $3? Yo, I'll give you $3 for Angel Reese.
I changed my mind. $3 for anybody you want to cash out. So, yeah, no, we know what it is. They've done it before. Sabrina Ionescu, Breonna Stewart. It just hasn't taken off like this because none of them were from Iowa. There was always some shit that you could backlash. It's just
so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a perfect mixture. Like there's her fans are most of the Midwest encapsulated. Just letting you know, and truthfully, you can tell me if I'm lying. But that Iowa, Indiana, that's most of the Midwest encapsulated.
But it's weird. Like I've been to the Midwest, and I have never seen this type of behavior from people in the Midwest.
Yeah, that's because it's on a national stage.
Where the fuck? Like motherfuck! Like I've been in the Midwest, and I've never seen this type of behavior. Maybe I'm not. Maybe they're in some fucking.
I was wondering, like, how come Breonna Stewart or like some people before Caitlin Clark didn't get like this much?
Because they had excuses. Breonna Stewart was from Connecticut. She was part of the same reason why they give everybody.
Or is it her sexuality too? Maybe.
No. She looks fucking ugly. She looks like she could dunk on you. She's a big ass girl. Like she looks like she could fucking take you out.
What about Sue Bird? Sue Bird is cute.
I said this on the podcast. The reason why these fucking girls are taking over is because they look like fucking girls. Breonna Stewart looks like.
What about Sue Bird? Sue Bird looked like a girl.
Yeah, but Sue Bird was part of the old guard. Sue Bird was part of the fighting the old guard, like the fucking Megan Rapinos that we don't want to be looked at as girls. We want to be looked at as athletes.
Oh, geez. Why did you bring that? Why did you bring that?
Because they're fucking related. You know this. She was part of the old guard.
Oh God.
Caitlin Clark ain't pushing the girly girl more. Angel Reese is doing more of that.
When Caitlin Clark was at the NBA draft, she looked like a fucking girl. She looked like a girl from Iowa, a small town girl from Iowa that lives on a fucking farm. But when she goes out and gets dressed, she goes out and gets dressed. Sabrina Ionescu.
So it's the girl next door. See, but Sabrina gives that girl next door type vibe too.
No, listen, I'm about to put you on some more shit. Sabrina's based off of fucking Kobe. And they pushed Sabrina in front of Kobe when Kobe died because she got drafted. And they pushed Sabrina all over the place because she was the Oregon Ducks girl. And her and Vanessa Bryant are very close. And people got tired of seeing that white girl up there with Kobe. That backfired against her. This one just happens to be the perfect storm because nobody pushed her. Nobody pushed her. Every fucking Caitlin Clark fan feels like they discovered a fucking gym out of Iowa. Oh my God, look what we found.
I
Nobody
think
knew
the
who she
media pushed her
was.
though, like from that first semis game
They
with
didn't
Angel
push her
Reese.
until they
That
realized
catapulted her onto that fucking
they didn't start pushing her until
stratosphere.
after LSU, until the national championship game.
That's what I mean.
But hold on. But Caitlin Clark fans were jumping up before then. As soon as they beat South Carolina, that's when they started pushing. And she actually became more popular in a loss than anybody I've ever seen in
Was
my
she
life.
doing the stadium shit before then?
The what?
Where they were doing the games in stadiums at Iowa?
Nope. It
That was
started because
after?
she started doing the shh and the ring finger shit. And they started doing that. And when LSU faced them, it became the good white girls against the black girls. That's exactly how they portrayed it. You can look it up. They had the Iowa girls singing the Disney music. We're all in this together. High school fucking musical. And they had the LSU girls get down in the thing. Even the fucking coach said it. Dirty debutantes. So it became like, when people don't want to say this is race, it became a fucking racial war when Angel Reese got in Caitlin Clark's face and said, bitch, now. And that's all they talked about. And then they pushed the shit out of Caitlin Clark the whole next year. She handled it. But I'm telling you, if Caitlin Clark was a black girl, or even if Sabrina Agnescu would have been there, that might have portrayed it at the same time. Fuck what anybody says. Race sells. Okay? It fucking sells. We know this. We 100% know this. So when that shit happened with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and they sold it as the good girl next door versus the fucking dirty debutante, that's when Caitlin Clark blew up. And that's when her fans got fucking stupid because they're like, we discovered her. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's so cute. Look at her. She walks to school. She's a Christian. Shut the fuck up, bitch. So yeah, that's my rant.
All right. Off the soapbox. We'll send it to you. All right. Send that cash app.
All right, wait. Everybody's about to start. All right. Anybody else got anything else they want to talk about before we jump off?
I think there was, but at this point, I think I forgot. So might have to save that for a different.
NBA
some other
Finals,
shit.
NHL Finals.
The what?
NBA Finals, NHL Finals.
NBA Finals. Fuck the Celtics. NHL Finals. Congrats to the Panthers. I guess I'd rather have them win than the Oilers.
Look, I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
How do you give the MVP to the losing fucking player that did not score in the last two games? I don't even watch hockey.
It has happened before.
Well, I don't know if you know hockey, the whole playoffs, not just the finals. It's the playoffs MVP.
But
yeah.
I still
he had the most points in playoff history.
Bobrovsky should have gotten the fucking MVP.
Listen.
Bobrovsky should have got it, but they're on McDavid's nuts.
I could care less that McDavid broke Gretzky's assist record.
I don't care that he is the fourth highest points in the playoffs. Bitch, you lost game 7 2-1 after coming back 3-0, and you scored no points. One more fucking point, and y'all would no. I don't. It's the best.
McDavid had zero. McDavid had 0 points in the last two games.
I know.
Of the Stanley Cup Finals.
I know that. And let's be 100% honest. If they would have, if the Florida Panthers didn't almost fucking collapse, would he still would have won the fucking game? The MVP? Like, stop it. You can't give an MVP to a fucking losing team that goes down 3-0. How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's my problem.
To the NHL.
You went down 3-0. And then in the final game, You couldn't score and you lost 2-1. And then, like a
But
bitch,
we kind of, but after
you don't come out and accept the trophy, bitch.
Someone said that he should have came out, grabbed the
that was
trophy,
smart
and
on
given it
his
to
part.
Bob.
That
Go ahead.
yeah, that's what he should have done. But it was smart on his part not to come out and get the fucking trophy.
That's like his,
Because
like,
he
I shouldn't
knew
get
he
it.
didn't deserve to get the fucking trophy.
Yeah, he should have done something, left it on the ground, something. But yeah, give it to somebody else. I don't know
But after,
if
but,
What
a- but
about
after,
Tatum's
but after,
celebrations?
we're gonna talk about that.
but after the NFL draft, the first round of the NFL draft, I feel like we got to go in on the Knights a little bit.
The what?
I don't know if y'all seen who the Golden Knights drafted last night. But
No, I didn't pay any attention to the NHL draft. Who they draft?
No, I missed all that. I was at work.
The Golden Knights drafted Trevor Connolly.
Who's that?
I don't know if you know who that is, Mo, but Trevor
I
Connolly
don't.
is a kid that I believe, when he was younger, he pissed on his teammates' gear. He posted a picture with a friend in a library with books in the shape of a swastika on his Snapchat and then deleted it quickly after. Was suspended from a team for making a racial slur during a game, but then it was overturned because I guess during the investigation they couldn't corroborate it. Yeah, that's who the Golden Knights drafted last night.
He's from
Can
fucking
he play hockey
California.
though?
I thought this motherfucker was gonna be from Alabama. This bitch is from California.
Crazy motherfucker.
That just sounded like.
But that.
Oh, because they don't take away the whole fucking season. Because they start later. Because their playoffs are longer.
Longer seasons? Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why their playoffs are longer.
Oh, what about Vitor Belfort's son?
We're not even talking about TRT Belfort. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that. Talking about he's this guy could be a professional boxer. Did you see the way he was throwing them hooks and uppercuts? That motherfucker didn't even keep his hands up to his face after he threw a punch. He was like, I want to hear this shit. Nobody, one of the greatest fighters of all time. TRT Belfort. That motherfucker was a walking fucking experiment. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Is he on TRT too? Look, he can take punches. No shit, because you're on TRT. You've been on TRT. I guarantee you, he's like fucking the Dakistani, where he had shit put in his body before he even knew what he had shit put in his body for.
Those injections were vaccines.
That was like, I hate it. I hate influencers that talk shit. One of the greatest mixed martial arts fighters of all time. No, the fuck he wasn't. No, he had a very small brief run when he was on TRT. So I just think that's funny because I immediately thought of TRT. Like as soon as I saw the kid, I was like, testosterone replacement therapy. That's what that kid's on. He's been on that since he was 5. And he's a quarterback. I don't know if I want my quarterbacks as boxers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my quarterbacks like that. I want my quarterbacks as like fucking chess players and shit like that. I want my running backs as like boxers.
But if they built tough though, it's a attribute that could be useful.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I agree with you. Okay, can we get into listen, I've been saying this for years, and it's kind of funny that people are just now starting to get onto this in the videos. I've been saying the reason why I don't like Jason Tatum for years is because he forces everything. He is trying to be a star so fucking bad. It's not even funny. So bad. He's trying to be a star. Back when Devin Booker tried the same thing when he went to the finals with the Kobe Bryant shit. When they went to the finals against the Golden State Warriors, talking about he called Kobe and left him a message. He's trying to get the Mamba mentality past him. Oh, when they beat 2 years ago, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, that we had to have you cancel your date. He's trying to get superstar moments that go viral. He thinks about this shit. And I've been saying this forever. He's not a superstar. He's a superstar, but he doesn't have that personality. Just be who
He
you
doesn't have
are.
that charisma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown is a better superstar because when he won the the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, what did he say? I don't win shit. I never thought I'd win this. That is a honest answer. Everything that Jason Tatum has done since he's won is a fucking. It's like a
It's like
PR manager
regurgitate.
has literally said, "This is what you do," and I'm looking at it like, oh, how do you win? What do you when he wins the championship? He's bending on the ground crying as you know the confetti's falling down, and all of a sudden his son comes up and holds his leg. Wait, how old's your son? I know your son understands what you're doing, but shut the fuck up. Okay? Your son would be more prepared with that fucking confetti. I'm sorry. How old is Deuce? Deuce is what, 5? Let me know any kid that 6. Let me know any 6-year-old that runs around the gym with confetti falling down and they're not fucking paying attention to that than their dad. Shut the fuck up. And then he comes over and holds him by his leg. And I'm like, that's cultivated. And then he gets up and he's like, we did it. And he's holding his hat. I'm like, bitch, Kevin Garnett. Like, I'm like, and then I saw the TikTok video. I didn't see the rest of the shit, but I knew that whole thing. We did it. We did it. I was like, dude, you are trying so hard. But then the TikTok video made it. And if y'all didn't know about it, it's on my Discord. I'll copy this and put it back on copy link, bitch. And put it on Twitter so that way y'all can see it. Oh, I didn't even put So put it on Twitter that way y'all can see it. And then you have the stupid
If I may, I gotta get a few jokes off on Jason Tatum because Jason.
Pause. Why won't you just let me share it? Copy link, bitch. Copy link. There we go. All right, so y'all can see it. Then you have the whole Steph Curry thing. What are they gonna say now? What are they gonna say now? And that was because Steph Curry said that after he won his finals MVP and beat fucking Boston. What are they gonna say? Bitch, ain't nobody saying shit about you. You act like you've been in the league for 15 years and you like LeBron, and for 15 years, motherfuckers been saying you gonna win a championship. It's only been the past 4 or 5 that we've been actually thinking you were gonna win a championship. And then you know they got the stupid thing, the Kanye West.
It's like they're gonna say you're hella cringy now.
A lot of people wanted to know what would happen if we did win. Well, I guess we'll never know. Shut the fuck up, you unoriginal bitch. And this is coming from somebody who is an unoriginal person. I steal all of my lines from fucking movies, okay? And I'm still pissed at your ass. The whole holding the trophy like Kobe and Mike. Motherfucker, you have tried every. What did Deuce tell you? Deuce told me you're the best in the world. Bitch, he's 6. You know what? My kid told me when they were 6, I was the best in the world.
I'm hungry.
He said, "What? I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. When are we gonna go eat, Dad?
Can I get some nachos?"
Right, we're fucking around out here.
So it's just so bad to me how they just sit like he is cultivating everything in my mind to try to be what he's not. And if he would just let it come naturally to him, and maybe that's his personality, that's fine. But now you see why Jaylen Brown got finals MVP, because he said some fucking bomb ass shit. He said some, blah, 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 blah. My boy, he immediately bulled you in. Your ass would have been like, I want my respect. Rob Pelinka wants his respect. Frank Vogel wants his respect. You would have taken the fucking LeBron James line. Shut the fuck up. So, yeah, I don't know. He's cringy. I can't stand him. I like Jaylen Brown better. So what do you think about the finals?
Shoot, I didn't realize that the Mavericks were either running on fumes or just gonna be overwhelmed that much. I thought it was gonna be a better matchup than that. I was a little disappointed.
I think we all believed the Luka magic. And I think, this is the problem. It's not that we all believe Luka. We just knew that this motherfucker Jason Tatum was cringy. And we didn't want this motherfucker to win. Because everybody picked Dallas. Everybody. And it's not like some LeBron shit where we're hating. We just don't like Boston.
Right.
And you guys get the cringiest fucking people in the world. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. I think Dallas. We should have known that Boston would win. That's all. I'm done talking about it now. I'm pissed. Fuck Boston.
Yeah, fuck Austin.
Anything else you want to talk about before we jump off?
What was the
Oh,
other
Drew Holiday
shit?
was definitely the X factor in Boston, just like he was in Milwaukee. 100%.
What was the other thing? I think we talked about most of the stuff that yeah, and I think that's it.
All right. Well, Jeremy's out. Catch us. We're gonna figure out if we're gonna do something. Catch us next Saturday, of course. I don't think anything's going on. Maybe I'll play some video games. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Oh, Copa America going on. I was out there Wednesday at the Legion. It was pretty
How
dope.
was that?
Brazil played yesterday. It was cool. It was
Explain what that
Ecuador
is.
versus. So Copa America would be the regional tournament for North America, South America.
For the
Basically
Olympics.
it's like the World Cup. No, it's a FIFA tournament. So
Okay,
it's like
okay.
the World Cup, but on a regional scale.
Okay.
So those they have like every other 4 years as well. But it's who's the best in the continent, basically.
Oh, basically
So
in between North America, South America, Central America.
it started out just as a South American competition, but they would often invite North American teams every now and then. And I think they just realized like how much money they can make out here in the US, so they'll probably be doing a lot more of North America and South America, especially because the 2026 World Cup is going to be in North America. So
Okay.
kind of like a little tune up for that.
Where's it gonna be at?
The World Cup.
Yeah.
The World Cup, unfortunately, is not going to come to Allegiant. They're not one of the cities that's going to be hosting, but it's going to be in SoFi. I think Dallas, Glendale, Arizona, I believe,
Okay.
also. But yeah, shit, man. Maybe if you go to a World Cup game, this should be dope.
That'd be nice. That'd be hella nice. Hey, we'll definitely open up the fantasy football league. We'll start our fantasy football league again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We'll
pretty
All right,
cool.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this offseason. Jeremy, you got anything else you want to say before we get off of here?
No, sorry, my service dropped. I don't know why.
That's what we figured. Yeah. It kind of worked out at the perfect time because we were talking about the NBA finals.
Yeah, that boring ass shit.
All right.
So how close are you, San Diego?
Like 2 hours away.
Okay, well enjoy
Oh, all
that.
right.
Hey, next time you're going out, if you want some company, I know a lot of times you just go to be alone, but let us know. Maybe one of us will go with you.
Okay.
Okay. Just say it. Yeah.
If it's on the weekends, I'm gonna need some heads up notice because I'm
Yeah,
kid
I
free,
love San
but
Diego.
I have to be job free.
I love San Diego. So yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Jeremy, whenever you're ready, you can take us out.
All right. Put me in, coach.
Peace.